Well, hello there. This is Gary, and I'm here today with another video. And today, well, we're going to talk about another video game, and this time we're going to talk about this game here. Okay, we're going to talk about the Avengers. It's been released, let's say, roughly about 2 months now, and I've been playing it since the start. And I want to talk a little bit about the game as well as give my thoughts on my experience with the game. Now, there's been a lot of talk about this game, and unfortunately, a lot of the talk hasn't been very positive. But for me, I actually enjoy playing the game. I'm not going to say the game is not without its problems because there are a number of issues, with the game. But in spite of that, the game is still enjoyable to play. To play. Each of the characters from Kamala Khan, Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, Black Widow, and Captain America all are very good in this game. They all play very good. When you play as Captain America, you feel like you're Captain America in this game. Same thing goes for Thor, okay, as well as Iron Man. Okay, so the characters in this game, excuse me, they all play, very well. Even Kamala Khan plays good, and you can progress very well through the game while playing as her as well. A couple of things that I want to say that I think this game could use. I'm not going to tell the developers how to do their job, but there's a couple of things that I noticed that I think the game could possibly use, and it'll overall help the experience. Now, one thing is what a lot of other players have said is that the opening campaign of this game, the opening missions that you play when you first put in the game, or when you first start to play the game, those missions should be replayable. Okay, and that should have been probably replayable since day one, since the start. So I do absolutely agree on that. The opening campaign of this game should definitely be replayable. Now, there's a little bit more I'd like to say on that, but I'll probably save it for another video. Because I don't want this video to be a long, dragged out video of another unhappy player complaining about the problems of this game. So, because overall, I actually do enjoy the game, and I'm still playing the game, trying to progress through the game, trying to max out the power level of all the rest of my characters. So, I'm still having fun, and I'm still grinding through the game. Now, the other thing that I think this game really needs, that I don't think I've heard anybody speak on this, in spite of a lot of people who create content, good content, and raise some very good points about the game, the positives as well as the negatives. There's one thing I really didn't hear too many people talk about, and that is this subject in regards to the gear. The gear that we use to upgrade our characters and to make the powers operate better and so forth. Like some of the gears, as you upgrade the gear, it gives status effects to the abilities of some characters, and that's really cool, But sometimes the upgrades and the resources that is required to upgrade the gear can sometimes be very expensive, or it can be very hard to grind or to come by through gameplay. So my thing is, I think the gear we should be able to sell the gear that we obtain through gameplay, and the gear that we buy at the vendors, whether we purchase a gear in the Helicarrier, whether we purchase gear in the new Shield Station, or at the Anthill. Look, so those of us who are playing this game, or still playing this game, you know what I'm talking about. We should be able to sell gear in any of those places. especially the anthill and the new shield station, because they got vendors there. They got vendors there where we where we buy and search and where we buy and purchase gear. We should be able to sell our gear back to those places. In this way, we should be able to sell them for resources as well as upgrades. Okay, any gear that we get through gameplay or that we purchase through those vendors, we should be able to sell back. Okay, and this is just a brief idea of what I was thinking about, like the gear, the power gear. We should be able to sell those for resources. Resources. Okay, the legendary, the epic gear, as well as the legendary gear, we should be able to sell those for upgrades. The crystals that we get that further enhances our abilities, we should be able to sell those for for money that we can that can be used to purchase skins. Okay, takedowns, face plates, and emotes. We should be able to use those to purchase that stuff in the marketplace. So bottom line is we should be able to resell the gear. We should be able to sell the gear back. The gear, rather than dismantling the gear to the point where it's gone forever, we should be able to sell them back. We should be able to sell them back to any of the vendors that we go to in the game. I think there's like 3 locations, or at least 2 now. We should be able to sell them back, and they should be available if we want to buy them back. They should be available at the vendors we sell them to, so that if we want to buy them back, and we should be able to sell them for this way we don't have to continually grind through the game, to get these resources, and and then the resources that we get, is not enough, and then we got to grind even more, because sometimes to upgrade the gear can be pretty expensive. So this will help cut down on some of that. I think it's a good idea. And if you think it's a good idea, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, so that's pretty much my idea of what I had to say about the game. That's my 2 cents on what I think would help the game. Okay, we do want more custom DLC. We all want that. But it looks like there's going to be an even further delay with that, because of the other issues with the game that need to be resolved. So I understand that. But I think these 2 things that I mentioned should be something that can be done very, very soon. Okay? The campaign, the opening campaign of this game needs to be replayable, and we should be able to sell back our gear in exchange for better gear and other resources and upgrades, as well as items in the market shop that we want to get as well. So that's my thought, and that will conclude it for this video. If you thought it was informative or helpful in any way, please like, subscribe, and perhaps even share. Okay, so thank you very much, and my name is Gary, and this is my YouTube channel at Brownstone 2004, signing out.